Okay, congratulations, Helen Dickinson, on winning the Social Policy Association's Best Newcomer Award for 2010. Very well done. Could I begin by asking you what your route into social policy research has been and why you chose this field of study?
Yeah, I kind of always think it's a bit circuitous, my route into it, but then I talk to people and it seems everybody has sort of equally different routes in. I initially did a degree, a master's degree at the University of Manchester in health policy, and I guess I got a policy interest from there. I went on then to work for an oil company for a little while and got a bit kind of fed up with that for various reasons, and so I went travelling around the world for a bit. And when I came back, I decided I wanted to do something that I was really interested in, and always kind of something that might make a difference in some way. And then I found a PhD studentship, which was at the University of Birmingham, and took that on, and things just seem to have developed. And I guess I've always had an interest in policy and in attempting to kind of improve sort of welfare services for people. Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about what you think the key highlights of your career have been so far?
Yeah, well, it's quite a short career in a number of ways, so there aren't too many highlights. I guess but this is I'm incredibly proud of this award. I think that's really great, and I guess some of the publishing that I've done has been really exciting. I guess the biggest kind of highlights that I see are at times when you manage to do some research or some work that actually makes a difference. And I remember quite early on doing some work with an integrated care team, and that had various kind of underlying tensions, and we did some work with them, and after that I kind of got some feedback a couple of months later that it completely made a difference to the way a couple of people were interacting, and that to me is kind of as small as that sounds, is probably the biggest thing that I'm proud about. Yeah.
Do you have any reflections on what it's like being an early career academic these days?
Yeah, I mean, nothing to, I guess, these days nothing to compare it to, I guess, in some senses, and I guess it's quite challenging. I guess there are a number of different opportunities out there. I mean, I guess I've been really lucky in that I'm in a department and within a school that's really supportive. And I guess that there is something about early career researchers using each other, I guess, and forming some sort of, getting some peer support there, and I think that's an incredibly helpful thing that I've managed to get access to that's been really helpful.
You've begun to identify some things on the basis of your experience might matter. I mean, what advice would you have for someone beginning their career, a few years, kind of coming behind you a few years?
I think there's something really important about using organisations like the SPA, and I think that you can't underestimate the importance of networks and of colleagues and things like that. And I guess it's not to me, it's not a very natural thing to be terribly good at networking and kind of going and meeting lots of new people, but actually that is probably one of the most helpful things you can do to then kind of get the support and access to support and access to opportunities as well. A lot of that comes through being involved with organisations such as SPA.
One final question. This conference has the theme of social policy in times of change. What are your thoughts on the task of social policy researchers in this time of change?
Yeah, I guess all eyes are on the economy really, aren't they, and cost cutting and that being a really important driver, and you can see why. I guess for me the important thing that social policy researchers do at this time is that although we can help with delivering that agenda in some ways, that we do very much speak from try to kind of draw people's attentions to ethical and moral issues and the issues of, I think, importantly, people who want to use and access welfare services, but I think also the people who work within those services as well. In my particular background is around health and social care, and seeing a lot of people being thoroughly depressed at such a massive and disenfranchised through the great amount of changes that are going on, and that's not sustainable, and I think we've got a care duty to those people to protect them. I think our position as researchers, I think we're able to speak to some of those things and draw people's attention to that.
Thank you very much, Helen.
Thank you.
Thank you.